Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Saturday, December 31st, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our betting picks, we have 3 games to get into, so make sure to watch this video till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. New York Knicks vs Houston Rockets. When they last stepped on the court, the Rockets took a defeat with a final score of 129-114 against the Mavericks. The Rockets were able to snag 36 defensive boards and 12 offensive boards, totaling 48 for the contest. They coughed up the ball 12 times, while recording 5 steals for this game. The Mavericks committed 26 fouls for the game, which got the Rockets to the free throw line for 37 tries. They were able to make 26 of them for a rate of 70.3%. When discussing shooting from downtown, Houston made 12 of 34 attempts, 35.3%. When the final whistle blew, the Rockets finished shooting 38 for 86 from the floor, which gave them a percentage of 44.2%. The Rockets allowed the Mavericks to convert 47 of their 91 tries from the floor, which gave them a rate of 51.6% for the contest. They finished the game shooting 40.0% from three-point range via 18 out of 45 and ended up going 17 of 25 from the free throw line, 68.0%. In reference to attacking the glass, Houston permitted Dallas to collect 44 overall, 6 offensive. I'm going to trust the New York Knicks on the road as I see them breaking their losing streak in this game. I am also going to lay the points, -5.5, as they have shown that they can dominate on both ends of the court. According to dunksandthrees.com, New York has the 10th highest adjusted offensive rating and the 13th lowest defensive rating. The Rockets won't be able to slow them down as they are surrendering the 22nd most points per game and they have struggled to contest shots near the rim and on the outside. Houston is also 6-10 at home this season as the Knicks will be able to keep them from scoring enough points to cover this spread. New York is allowing the 13th least amount of points per game and the Rockets are only scoring the 27th most. Houston won't consistently make shots in this one and the Knicks will slowly pull away. Our first pick is the New York Knicks on the road and lay the points, -5.5. The Knicks and Rockets are in the middle of the pack in pace of play entering this interconference matchup. The Rockets are awful at shooting the ball and rank bottom 3 in most statistical categories, with the exception of free throw shooting. New York has been exposed defensively over their 5-game winning streak, serving up 122 points in their last game to the rebuilding San Antonio Spurs without their best player. Look for the Knicks to figure it out against the Rockets here and hold them to a lower number. Take the under with confidence in a big New York win. Our total pick is under the total. Brooklyn Nets vs Charlotte Hornets. The Nets took the court against the Hawks and notched a win by a score of 108-107 in their last contest. When talking about personal fouls, the Nets walked away with 18, while the Hawks totaled 14 personal fouls. They converted 8 of their 22 shots from beyond the perimeter. Atlanta walked away from this one shooting 68.2% from the free throw line by converting 15 of 22 attempts. Furthermore, Atlanta grabbed 47 boards, 11 offensive, 36 defensive, and got 13 blocks. Atlanta earned 22 assists and had 5 steals for this game. Pertaining to defense, Brooklyn allowed the other team to shoot 43.3% from the field on 42 of 97 shooting. They also doled out 22 dimes while forcing 3 turnovers, but didn't record a steal for the team. In regard to hauling in boards, they collected 47 with 5 of them being offensive. At the free throw line, the Nets knocked down 14 of 17 attempts for a percentage of 82.4%. Brooklyn finished with a 50.6% field goal percentage, 42 out of 83, and converted 10 of 26 three-point attempts. Kyrie Irving is someone who was important in the game. He finished with 28 points on 11 of 22 shooting. He played for 37 minutes played and snagged 5 rebounds. Irving ended up going 50.0% from the floor and also dished out 8 assists. In their last game, the Hornets got the victory with a final of 121-113 when they faced the Thunder. When talking about team rebounding, Charlotte permitted Oklahoma City to grab 41 in all, 11 on the offensive glass. They wrapped up this game 30.6% from behind the three-point line by shooting 11 of 36 and ended up shooting 18 of 21 at the free throw line, 85.7%. The Hornets allowed the Thunder to make 42 out of their 99 tries from the field, which had them sitting at 42.4% in this matchup. When the final whistle was blown, the Hornets finished 46 out of 84 from the field, which had them sitting at 54.8%. In the matter of shooting from downtown, Charlotte buried 10 of their 32 attempts, 31.3%. They were able to make 19 of those for a percentage of 65.5%. The Thunder were called for 27 fouls for the contest, which took the Hornets to the free throw line for a total of 29 tries. They also gave up possession 17 times, while recording 8 steals for this contest. The Hornets were able to collect 40 defensive boards and 12 offensive boards for a total of 52 in the game. The Nets have won 10 straight games and their last 6 road games. They are playing very well offensively, even on the road where they are averaging more than 113 points per game, while making over 50% of their shots. They've also shot the ball well from long distance, making over 47% of their three-pointers in their last 3 games. They are very good on the offensive glass and will get a lot of extra scoring opportunities against the Hornets, and they cut back on their turnovers in their last 3 games, so don't expect them to give the Hornets a lot of easy scoring opportunities. The Hornets aren't very good defensively, and they play just as badly at home, where they are giving up more than 114 points per game, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the hot shooting Nets. The Hornets have lost 3 of their last 5 games and 5 of their last 6 home games. They have played well offensively, but they haven't been as efficient at home where they are scoring less than 110 points per game. Their rebounding has been very good, and it will give the extra scoring opportunities it will lead to will help them stay in the game, but they're very careless with the ball, which will be a problem against the Nets, who average more than 6 steals per game. With Brooklyn holding its last 3 opponents under 110 points per game, expect them to keep Charlotte's offense in check. Our first pick is Brooklyn Nets minus 9 points. Cleveland Cavaliers vs Chicago Bulls. The Cavaliers took the court against the Pacers and went home with a loss by a final score of 135-126 in their last contest. Cleveland wrapped up the game having earned a 52.1% FG percentage, 50 out of 96, and converted 12 out of their 28 shots from three-point land. From the free throw line, the Cavaliers converted 14 of 20 tries for a rate of 70.0%. In reference to rebounding, they collected a total of 44, with 17 of them being on the offensive end. They also dished out 29 dimes for this game, while forcing 8 turnovers and getting 7 steals. When it comes to defense, Cleveland allowed their opponent to shoot 56.5% from the floor on 48 of 85 shooting. Indiana recorded 28 dimes and had 6 steals for this game. On top of that, Indiana snagged 32 rebounds, 4 offensive, 28 defensive, and added 4 blocks. Indiana walked away from this one shooting 95.2% when shooting free throws by making 20 of their 21 attempts. They also made 19 out of their 31 shots from distance. In reference to fouls, the Cavaliers ended up with 17, while the Pacers accounted for 18 fouls. Donovan Mitchell is a guy who was a major contributor in this contest. Mitchell finished the game at 40.0% from the floor and earned 6 assists. He played for 37 mins and totaled 4 boards. He notched 28 points on 10 of 25 shooting. In their last game, the Bulls went home victorious with a score of 119-113 against the Bucks. The Bulls were able to corral 45 defensive rebounds and 7 offensive boards totaling 52 in the matchup. They turned it over 13 times, while recording 5 steals in this contest. The Bucks had 21 fouls in the game, which got the Bulls to the charity stripe for a total of 30 shots. They were able to make 26 of those for a clip of 86.7%. With regard to shots from beyond the arc, Chicago knocked down 9 out of 23 tries, 39.1%. In all, the Bulls ended up going 42 for 92 from the field, which gave them a percentage of 45.7%. The Bulls allowed the Bucks to convert 41 of 110 attempts from the field, which gave them a shooting percentage of 37.3% for the matchup. They shot 20.5% from downtown by going 9 of 44 and finished the game at 22 of 32 from the free throw line, 68.8%. Regarding team rebounding, Chicago allowed Milwaukee to collect 61 overall, 22 offensive. The Bulls are playing slightly better, but this team is still a very disappointing 15-19 for the year, and Chicago's only recent win against a solid team came against a Milwaukee team that didn't play Jrue Holiday or Chris Middleton. The Cavaliers are fully healthy now, and Cleveland will likely put an emphasis on playing better on the road during the second half of the season. Chicago has also been just a .500 home team. Cleveland is one of the top defensive teams in the NBA. The Cavs should be able to improve on the road. Our team pick is Cleveland for the win. Even though the Cavs should improve on the road, Cleveland has been significantly better defensively at home this season. The Bulls have been notably better at home, but Chicago is still just .500 at home, and the Bulls have still been inconsistent defensively over the last 2 weeks when they've won 4 of their last 5 games. Chicago has given up 110 points or more in each of their last 3 games. Chicago is 11th in tempo, while Cleveland is 30th, but the home usually dictates tempo. Our total pick is over the total.